Hey lovelies. So I did a video speaking about how I got adrenal fatigue, and I wanted to do a quick video for you to show you the herbs that I used along with other things, but I believe that being consistent with this set of herbs is really what helped me to get out of adrenal fatigue. I will also let you know the signs that you are in adrenal fatigue. Your adrenals is basically where all of your hormones lie. It's a part of your endocrine system, and the adrenals are located, they sit right on top of your kidneys. And I almost went into adrenal psychosis, but I speak about that more on the video. But let me show you the herbs that I used to regulate and get my adrenals back in balance. And I honestly don't think that they're still 100%, but man, do I feel way better than I did before. So basically, I just put everything in the cup. You can use juice. I've used juice before. You can use water, whatever you want to use. And I just take everything in powder form just because it's just easier, you know. I don't always feel the need to make tea. You can do that if you want. But for me, I'm no expert. I'm only letting you know what I did. You can consult your doctor if you want. Doctors, unfortunately, they don't recognize adrenal fatigue as a thing, and that's the reason why I decided to ignore them and start helping myself, because I was literally suffering until I got on it, and this is what I did. So this is valerian root. Valerian is like an herbal sedative. It's great for sleeping. If you're one of those people who have racing thoughts at night, and it's nothing like, if you're dealing with something bigger than that, it'll help, but it probably won't alleviate the racing thoughts completely. And then I use Vitex. This is called Vitex. It's chasteberry. Another name for it is Vitex. 1 teaspoon of that. And Vitex is really good for people who are going through menopause, which I am. Vitex helps the body to produce progesterone. So if you don't want to take a synthetic form of it, you can take chasteberry, Vitex, same thing. You have to take that for a little while in order to start the progesterone aspect of it to start working, like a couple months, but just be consistent. And then this I'm almost out of. Lemon balm. I did buy lemon balm tea recently, so I'll just start consuming that in a tea. But a teaspoon of that. And then another thing that I just added to my regimen, but is still, I believe, very beneficial, is called L-theanine. Is really great for your brain producing the alpha waves. It's very good for cognitive psychology, physiology, and it's good for psychological things. It's highly recommended to people who have Parkinson's disease. What it does to the brain, it calms the brain. It's an amino acid, and you can find it in green tea and in black tea. So if you want to drink the tea, you could do that. But it's an ingredient that's usually recommended, or it's an ingredient in a lot of sleeping pills, more natural sleeping pills anyway. And then I just do a half a teaspoon of that. I put that all in there. And then if you have a frother, which I don't have anymore, you can just use that to blend it. But otherwise, I'm gonna use a fork because that kind of helps to alleviate as many clumps as possible. Some of it's probably going to sink to the bottom, but that is essentially what I do. And if you're the type of person that can't stand the way things taste, then you might want to use juice. I got tired of taking all of these things in the form of a pill, because I do also make my own pills. I couldn't find the veggie pills that I like, so I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I am about to just drink it. I'm one of those people that can do the difficult thing for the betterment of my health, and that is to drink things or take things that aren't very pleasant to taste. And that's it. No clumps left over. It's not very pleasant to taste. Sometimes I take it with juice. The point is to get it in. And that's what I did and still do every day, because now I'm working on my nervous system, which is different than the adrenal glands. It sounds like it might be the same, but that's a whole nother video on how different they are. The nervous system is something that happens instantly, the fight, flight, or freeze. The adrenals is more about your hormones, cortisol levels, stuff like that. So if you have any questions, leave me a message below. I am not an expert. Talk to your doctor. However, if you go to your doctor saying that you have adrenal fatigue, they ain't trying to hear that. It's just not something that they recognize. So do your own research and follow me for more. If you haven't already, join my community on School where we talk about this and cooking and foods and all of that good stuff. Healing Beyond the Kitchen. I'm on YouTube, Wellness with Tamasha, and I'm on Instagram, Wellness with Tamasha. Thank you so much, and give this video a thumbs up. I'll see you next time.